Hello and welcome everybody. My name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com and I'm here to do the gorgeous Gemini tarot reading for December. I like to do things a little bit differently. Sometimes I have, or quite often I have a psychic vision before I turn the cards over. And I find that, you know, it's amazing how many times that is got something in common with the actual card. If you are new, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit that notification bell right now. Okay, so let's go to the board and see what these cards have to say for December for you gorgeous Geminis. Okay, I'm going to go with that one there because it's calling me. Okay, closing my eyes now. What do I see for Gemini in the month of December 2020? I see a picture on the wall and it's like a painting, and it's one of those sorts of everyday life, you know, still life scenes, and I feel this is like you reflecting on your life generally. You know, where can you get some more effectiveness or some more efficiencies happening? How can you be more productive? How can you achieve more? And those sorts of questions. Okay, so it's really important to know that often it's not the really super big changes that make the most difference. Sometimes it's the little things, and I feel like there's some really small tweaks, maybe only, you know, one or two that you have to do, that you can get a lot more, I guess, sense of achievement out of your life if you just change one or two small little maybe belief systems that you have about yourself, you know. Let's have a look at and see what the card says. It's the King of Cups. Okay, so this is a great card. It's about usually an older or more experienced person coming into your life. It doesn't have to be a masculine, it doesn't have to be a male, but it is a masculine energy. So this can be an energy that a woman has when she's more experienced and more mature. King of Cups is often a very generous, magnanimous soul who will help you out with advice particularly, but sometimes financially as well. And you'll see he's wearing blue here, so he expresses himself, and he's got gold around his throat, which is a very high vibrational energy. He's seated on a conch shell, and he has a clam at the shell at the back here, and also the ocean. So he's very much in touch with his feelings, and it's through feelings that often we get closest to spirit, is through our emotions. It's certainly not through our heads. Our heads are probably the least connected, but through our emotions and also our physical body we get, you know, they're like pathways. Think of it that way, pathways to spirit. So he's very much in touch with spirit as well. So somebody could help you out this month, gorgeous Geminis. And this is a divine masculine energy that can be channeled by anybody, in fact, if they're experienced and mature in their thinking. Let's have a look at the second card for you for the month of December, gorgeous Geminis, and I'll see what comes out. I'm going to go with that one there, sticking its head out. All right, closing my eyes now. What do I see? I get the sense of fruit, but these are sort of exotic fruits, unusual fruits, tangerines, guava, pineapple's not so unusual, but you know, these more tropical fruits. And if you're in the States, you'll be going into winter. You'll be in winter actually this month, and tropical fruits are probably the furthest thing from your mind. However, it might be good. You might look to them and do a bit of research, and particularly pineapple, because some of the enzymes in pineapple are very good for promoting good health. Grapefruit's another thing I'm seeing. And yeah, if you have a digestive problem, maybe something from this sort of tropical fruit range might be able to help you out. Papaya or pawpaw, we call it in Australia, and it will settle the gut, you know, and maybe look into probiotics. So I'm thinking, I'm feeling like your health and your well-being are going to become more important The card that comes up is the Strength card. Okay, so it might be that you've been through a fair bit and there's been a lot of stress around you, particularly this year. It has not been an easy year for anybody, I don't think. And so know that Spirit is sending you strength and looking out for you. You see this lass here, she's got the infinity sign above her head. So this is like the reminder of being an infinite, immortal being. She is in the lion's mouth, but the lion's not eating her. She's not being devoured. She is being protected. And so she is enveloped by the lion. And so too are you. You are being protected by the angels on high. So although I feel that a lot of you already feel strong, you feel strong in yourself, there's more strength there, and there's more strength coming to you. Okay, let's have a look at the next card, Gorgeous Geminis for December, and I'll go with that one on top. Closing my eyes now, what do I see for Gorgeous Geminis? A pair of scissors cutting out something. Okay, so scissors are cutting back, choosing your thoughts, making decisions. Okay, so it's like swords. Scissors are sort of like a variation of swords, and it could be that you're cutting things out of your life that no longer serve your highest good. The Chariot. This is a fantastic card for moving forward and manifesting your heart's desires. This is a time of action. Take the bull by the horns. See, she's got the reins there. She's listening to her intuition, because we've got these two Egyptian cats here from the goddess Bast. Okay, so this is very motivational, very inspiring. And yeah, of course we should think about what we do, obviously, but move ahead, move forward. That's sort of the key theme. You see here she's got a scepter. That's reminiscent of royalty. And in the old days, royalty was thought to be the representative of God here on earth. And of course, we've all got that within us. We don't need a royal family to model that anymore, because we don't need a representative. We can talk to God direct. Okay, we don't need somebody who's going to stand there and communicate to God with us. Okay, that's a bit of an old-fashioned notion. But this is a fantastic card for manifestation and moving forward. All right, let's have a look at the next card. And do stick around to the end. I will do a psychic channeling for everybody. Okay, I'm going with that one on top. Closing my eyes now. What do I see? Gorgeous Geminis. Something about the river of life is deep and wide, or I think there's a song, something like that. Anyway, the river. Okay, so again, this is about your body, your physical body, the chi force flowing into your body, and the feelings of vitality and well-being. I see that the river has been contaminated or polluted. And you may be thinking about detox and, how you can give your body a bit of a clean out. And it's important to do that not just on a physical level, but also on a spiritual level, to have a spiritual clean out. The card that comes up is the Five of Swords. This is all about domination and control. Okay, well, that's pollution if ever I saw it. Have you got anybody in your life that is dominating you, telling you what to do? Okay, because the first step in rectifying the situation is to become aware that this is even going on. Some people don't even realize it's going on. So the other question this can be is, if it's not somebody dominating you, are you dominating somebody else? Or perhaps is part of you dominating the rest of you? So for an example there, look at your mind. Does it never shut up? Is it always telling you what to do? Can't you just have some peace without thoughts, directing you all the time? These are some of the questions that can be answered. You'll see here there's a large pair of scissors. Remember, I was talking about scissors back here, cutting things out of your life. Maybe you just want your head to shut up. So start telling it, take control of your mind and say, right, we're not thinking about that now because we're thinking about something different, or I'm just not thinking, I'm just being. You know, you can just sit there and be without a thought in your mind. Okay, a novel concept, I know. There's other sort of blades, swords, secateurs here in the back also suggesting cutting things out. So in order to be free, you have to, you know, let go of these chains or free yourself from these chains that bind. And these can be like beliefs that you have in your mind about, you know, how things are supposed to be or how relationships work and stuff like that. So become aware of where you feel controlled or restricted. Maybe it's your government doing it in some way. In Queensland here where I live, our borders have been closed. I'm actually grateful that they've been closed because we have no COVID here and no deaths, and they were opened yesterday. And so some people would say that you've been restricted. Look, I don't feel restricted at all. Because these feelings that you're dealing with, they're coming from within you. So if you can feel free in yourself, regardless of what your external situation is, that's how you know you're truly free. Okay, but time to let go of something, cut something back, and look at whatever it is that is controlling and dominating you. Okay, looking at the last card, Gorgeous Geminis. Let's have a look and see what comes up, and I'm going to go with that one. Closing my eyes now. What do I see? I see a fence, and it's a fence around a house. A fence is again like a boundary or a restriction of, you know, of a sort. And so there is a little gate so that you can get in and out, but you just have to work out how to get in and out. So a fence is a boundary that often we put in place ourselves as to, you know, the things that we're going to be bounded by. You know, sometimes we need boundaries. Boundaries are appropriate. You know, you don't want all your subconscious contents coming up and spewing out all over the place. It makes a real mess, believe me. Sometimes we should censor what we say, you know, and be appropriate and stuff like that. But we don't, at the same time, it's all about balance. You don't want to be feeling limited or restricted by that, or have you, especially your creativity. The card that comes up is the Hierophant. Okay, so the Hierophant, it's all about knowledge. This is somebody who teaches us. Knowledge is the key. See, this is the book of life here, and there's 2 keys in here. I always think, and this is not in the technical definition of tarot, but I always think that knowledge without wisdom is dangerous. You need the wisdom to know how to apply the knowledge. So in this month, Gorgeous Geminis, you might find yourself learning a lot. Maybe you're even thinking about researching something or studying something, a course. She has a key in her hand here as well, and she's seated on a whole pile of books. Ask yourself, do you have a ton of knowledge and maybe the wisdom to apply it, but you're just sitting on this knowledge and not doing anything with it? Okay, time to get out and let the world have that knowledge. Okay, express yourself and the knowledge that you have. King of Cups, Strength, Chariot, 5 of Swords, and the Hierophant. This is a very significant month to Gorgeous Geminis, because you have 3 major arcana, the Strength, the Chariot, and the Hierophant, and you have a king, the King of Cups, and then you have this 5 of Swords. Something's been holding you back from doing exactly what you want to do and expressing yourself, but it's coming up to a crescendo, and this is your opportunity to deal with it once and for all. Okay, so now I'm going to close my eyes and see what I can see, except that I'm now stuck. Oh well, okay, not to worry, I'll just go back to the board. Okay, I'm closing my eyes anyway. What do I see for Gorgeous Geminis in December? I see a triangle. It's almost like a pyramid. Okay, I want to say ancient knowledge. Have you been thinking about going into the healing or the esoteric arts? Perhaps, this question about vitality and well-being has been coming up, and you're discovering new things you can do to improve your health and the health of other people. Because what you learn, you can actually share with other people, and you can actually make money. There's a woman here with money, with dollar notes in her hand, or maybe it's not single dollar notes, maybe it's just notes, but it's money. Okay, so you might be thinking about doing some study or research. That came up before, and now I see a ballerina. Also art, music, culture is important this month. Could be a time of celebrations, and Merry Christmas if you believe in Christmas, if you celebrate Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, gorgeous Geminis. What else do I see? Yes, I see a door closing behind me, and so when it's behind me, I know it's in the past. Okay, so this is coming up, that you're going to finish with something once and for all and close this door. Interestingly, the door has a crystal handle on it, and that suggests to me that it's a very sort of high vibrational energy that you're using in order to close the door. And it doesn't have to be a great big huge trauma and drama. You can just do it and move on. Now I see somebody with a baseball bat, so they're probably resident in America. Baseball is not a thing that we do down here in Australia or New Zealand, but it's very big in the States. So somebody hits a ball with a baseball bat and it's a home run. So that's like a big tick in your favour. That's like, yes, you're going to do it and make a home run. I'm sure the Americans can elaborate on the symbology or the meaning of home run, but I think it's good myself. I don't know a lot about baseball. Okay, anything else? A lot of crystals here, and maybe you're getting more into crystals as well. And I also see a pond with some reflections in the pond. Okay, so reflections of the past or reflections of your subconscious in this emotional water that I'm looking at, but it's very still. So yes, you might have things from the past coming back and coming into your consciousness, just things that happened, and you'll remember them and they'll go away. If you do pick up a theme, write them down, by the way. If you do pick up a theme, because I noticed myself, I've had this happening over the last few days, and these are from decades ago. So, it could be from your childhood or even your teenage years. Write them down and look for a theme, because that's all changing. There's a lot of green here as well, and it's under the sea. And so deep down in your subconscious, your emotions take you there. There's a lot of growth and opportunity. Okay, a lot of green. There's a sunken chest here, a treasure chest. So perhaps you'll find some new talents or skills, some abilities you can use to help you make some money if you wish. Okay, and one more thing I'm just seeing as I open my eyes is those of you that are into art, particularly painting or drawing, Spirit's telling me to tell you to go back and do it. Okay, get back to it. Alrighty, so that's it, gorgeous Geminis. I hope you found this helpful. If you're new, please consider subscribing to my channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. Okay, I'm still stuck. Not to worry. I think this is something to do with Windows updates, actually. Have a wonderful month, everyone, and I shall see you again soon. Bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.